Nintendo just dropped like 6 games on the Switch 2 today, and somehow the one everyone's arguing about is a game that already came out 2 years ago, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which was already one of the best 2D Mario games ever made, now has a Switch 2 edition with a whole new area called Bellabel Park, and the internet cannot decide if it's worth the money. So let's talk about it. Here's what you're actually getting. Bellabel Park is this new zone on the world map, and it's basically a multiplayer playground. You've got a local multiplayer plaza with over a dozen co-op and competitive challenges. Stuff like passing a ticking bomb between players, drawing platforms for your friends to run across, battle levels, Yoshi's buffet courses. If you've got people on the couch next to you, honestly, that sounds like a great time. There are also 7 new Koopaling boss fights hidden across the existing world maps, where each Koopaling has their own remixed Wonder Effect stage. Wendy's got her rings teleporting cheeps at you. Stuff like that. You get Rosalina and Luma as new playable characters. There's an assist mode for people who want to play without getting hit, and Captain Toad has a whole training camp section for bridging the gap between casual and more experienced players. Sounds pretty solid on paper, right? Here's where it gets complicated. $80 for the full Switch 2 version if you're buying fresh, $20 to upgrade if you already own it on Switch 1. And the reviews are mixed is a generous word. VGC straight up called Bellabel Park disappointingly bland and said it feels overpriced next to the original game. Game Reactor basically said just buy the base version and save yourself the $20 because the new content isn't must-have. Siliconera went the other direction and gave it a 9 out of 10, but even they said the upgrade is really only worth it if you have people to play with locally. And here's the kicker. Only 6 of the multiplayer challenges are available online. 6. And they're almost all just races. No matchmaking either. So good luck with that. It's this weird situation where the base game is still incredible. Nobody's arguing about that. But charging $20 for what's essentially a local multiplayer expansion pack in 2026, when most people are playing online, that's a choice. Nintendo really said, you guys still have friends who come over, right? But Mario isn't the only thing happening today. Kena Bridge of Spirits finally made it to a Nintendo console, and I am unreasonably excited about this one. If you missed it when it first came out on PlayStation back in 2021, Kena is this gorgeous action-adventure game from Ember Lab that absolutely no one expected to be as good as it was. Won Best Independent Game and Best Debut at the Game Awards that year. The Switch 2 version comes with everything. The Anniversary DLC, New Game Plus, Spirit Guide Trials, Boss Reflex for rematching fights, full package day 1, and they already announced a sequel, Scars of Cosmora, coming later this year on PS5 and PC. So if Kena wasn't on your radar, now's a good time to fix that. Then you've got Virtua Fighter 5 R.E.V.O World Stage, which, okay, I know Virtua Fighter isn't the sexiest name in fighting games right now, but this series literally invented 3D fighting games. If you're into the genre at all, it's worth paying attention to. Sonic Racing Crossworlds got its physical Switch 2 release today too, and there's this indie called Damon and Baby that's a top-down co-op RPG shooter about a guy adventuring with his dead friend's kid. Sounds dark, but it looks adorable, honestly. What gets me about today is how it shows exactly where the Switch 2 is at right now. 9 months after launch, over 17 million units sold, fastest selling console in history, and Nintendo is in this phase where they're just stacking the library. Every week there's something new. This month alone we got Fatal Frame 2 Remake, Monster Hunter Stories 3, Pokemon Pokopia, and now all of this. The Switch 2 went from do I need this to how do I find time for all these games real fast? Is the Mario Wonder upgrade worth $20? Honestly, if you've got kids or roommates who want to play together in the same room, probably yes. If you're a solo player or you're mainly online, save your money and just play the original. It's the same brilliant game either way. But Kena on a handheld? That's the real win today, and I don't think enough people are talking about it. Drop a comment and tell me what you're picking up today, if anything. Or tell me your Switch 2 backlog is already out of control, because mine absolutely is. Alright, see you tomorrow.